Hello, everyone. Welcome to the When Calls the Heart After Show, James's reaction to episode 2 of season 11 here on JLJ Media. I'm James Lott Jr. Welcome to the show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are watching this. Make sure you're following the show if you are listening to this. Both listeners and watchers are equally as important. I see the numbers. Thank you so much for coming back to me again for another year, another season of shows. I'm in a little bit of pain today because I had a procedure done a few weeks ago. So today it's acting up a little bit, but that didn't stop me from watching the show. It ain't gonna stop me from talking to my hearties because I gotta talk to my hearties. Gotta talk to y'all. So I am here. This may be a little shorter than normal just because I'm just like this. I'm really feeling it right now. But so watch the episode. So it's funny because I went into the episode from the previews. Now, I'm mentioning previews because you saw the previews for next week also. I'm sure certain fan bases are starting to get a little nervous, a little PTSD from before, I'm sure. But from looking at the last one, I thought we were going to get this kind of farcical, whimsical episode. There were moments of farce and whimsy and fun and funny and some humor. But actually, this episode wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So, in a good way. I mean, in a good way. I just thought it was going to be one of those light episodes. And it wasn't heavy, which is good. We need heavy episodes every single time. But it did move story forward. I felt like this episode was very much a ensemble episode. There we go. Let me drinking my old juice. That's what I felt. Yeah, everything matches, kids. You think everything matches? Yeah, everything matches. Wearing pink for breast cancer awareness. My mom is now 4 years breast cancer free. I'm wearing pink today. No, but it was very much an ensemble episode. It was. Now I'll get to something. We got to live with everybody. I mean, that's what I thought was kind of okay. This is good because the first episode was to kind of clean up or whatever it was last season, get a season started, kind of episode. Episode 2, now we're like establishing some stuff, like Mesu and Hickam are clumsily finding their way through their love and life, but it's very cute. It's funny that we've been for years, early years, saying give Hickam a story, and he's involved in a lot of stuff. He's like the go-to guy on the show. That's funny. He has a storyline of sorts. So those two, I like them together. I think it's very cute. And again, she at the end when she says, I came to this town running from somebody who was controlling. I know it's not you. But again, once again, very relatable. The show does give us relatable story. I thought that was very cool. She was like, yeah, this is something that I was a little cold to you. I apologize. It's not you. She had a rough time. Her first marriage, she had a rough time. Totally. So please continue. I hope they can. Well, the seasons I know are already recorded, but hope they continue showing us them. They are a cute, quirky couple. I'll take it. Contrast that to my other couple, Lee and Rosemary, or contrast it to the Canfields. Two separate things were going on there that were kind of on the serious side. Um, the Canfields thing was very interesting because when she was talking to Joseph about how people view her and how it's tiring, that was very realistic. And I'm kind of glad they addressed that because here's a little side thing. Take this how you want. Sometimes when we have Black characters on television, they can be a little bit of a goody two shoes, almost kind of like making up for all the years you had where Black characters were always on the wrong side of the track, so to speak. Minnie and Joseph have been allowed to not be perfect over the years they've been on the show. Last year was Joseph trying to do everything, please everybody all the time. So it just, really he had to. And now with Minnie, which I hope they have more storyline for them. I really do. We know they can do it. But when she said it out loud, because I just they all come to me for the answer. They all come to me thinking I have all the pearls of wisdom. Like that can be, that's a lot to throw on people because she's the pastor, the preacher's wife. She's also very well respected, and I thought that was a nice touch to have her voice that concern that she's like, I'm like she's not perfect, and she doesn't know all the answers and everything, and um, what kind of how that can feel, how it can feel a little heavy on you. And I'm glad they actually addressed that also on the show. I want every character they that's a storyline to be three dimensional and multi layered, and um, and I'm happy. I'm very happy to see that. So I'm just glad that they're treating them, like it's like these aren't magical people. They are folks who live there. They're not perfect, and they have stuff too. Um, my coupling, of course, almost said Pascal, of Rosemary and Lee. It's funny because they are, I guess, other than Lucas, Lee is the richest person in town. And with the Lucas selling of the saloon, I was wondering about that actually. I haven't voiced it on here. I don't think I've voiced it on here. But I was wondering, wait, now he's governor. Can he own a saloon? I was just kind of, I was like literally just, I was like thinking that on my own. So that was realistic that they had to talk about that. Funny, whimsical moment with everybody coming on the phone and blah, blah. But I was thinking about that going, well, he probably shouldn't own a place that has card games and stuff. So they answered that question, and Lee buys it. But Rosemary and Lee have Goldie, and then they're running the paper. He has the sawmill. There's all this stuff happening, and they're getting really busy, and that's totally relatable, right? Anybody, first time parents, new parents, whatever, couples are just busy with work. It totally makes sense, right? And I'm glad they showed that a little bit because they're not perfect either, which is a wonderful thing. But Lee figured it out because Lee's the best. Um, and Mr. Culture just like he was like, okay, we'll have this person over here run that, this person over here run that. I'll be over here with you. We'll have more time together. Even the cutesy, towards the end when they recognize that Hickam is the guy to running the saloon. Of course, Rosemary has a few thoughts. Of course, I mean, come on. But that was kind of cute. But again, no, we're setting up story. We're setting up story. It's like this is what it's like. As I said, it wasn't a heavy episode like this, but we're setting up things. Meanwhile, Lucas has a grand plan. It's this great plan, great vision thing going on. So yeah, that's the backdrop. Plus this whole Montague Pike thing. It's just it's no one is just buying what they're selling. And that's kind of cool that Bill and Rosemary, everybody's kind of talking about it. There's kind of like this. So obviously that's going to be a storyline this season too. Also, there was that going on. We had Faith, with her new surrogate child. I'll put it in air quotes. And her asking about her grandma. That was kind of cool. And her trying to figure that out and how to do this. That was cool. Now she says she missed you. And the part that again is so one culture. I love these moments. When you think about your grandma, you close your eyes, squeeze them tight, and envision them. And she goes, "I saw grandma." She goes, "Who you see, Fiona?" So I'm glad. I was just told that I guess Kid wants another show. I'm still sad she's gone. I'm sorry. I'm still gonna say I know people have to move on. I know they do. They have other things going on. I get it. These are actors. I totally get it. But her presence on the show was a great shot in the arm. There was a lot. There's still, I feel like, and I'm going to say this again, I'm just giving my opinion. I feel like she wasn't given a full chance on the show. She had some good moments. She had some good stuff here and there. But I feel like there was more potential. There's potential untapped and unreached. Which means that she'd come back. If the show's on in season 15, 20, she'd come back, right? She'd come back. anytime. I just think I loved that character and what she represented for women of that time period. She was the modern woman. She could hang with boys, hang with the girls. She was pushing the town forward in fashion and hair. I'm gonna miss that. So I'm just gonna say out loud. I'm just gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna miss her. Congratulations on whatever else you're doing, but I'm still gonna miss her. I'm sure some of you guys out there feel the same way I do, so we can commiserate together. Oh, I'm sorry, I have something irritating my throat. It's right now. It's really nice outside in LA, very windy, so it could be something flying around. Okay, now the whimsical part of what I thought this whole show was gonna be about, but it really wasn't. Kind of, but it wasn't. Was his Nathan's birthday, and him mistakenly thinking they're gonna throw a party. That was fun. Now him and Allie, what I thought was very cool. Thank you, writers. I love when writers have continuity and don't throw history out the window. When Allie asked about her mother and said, um, "Was she fun? What was she like?" And Nathan being, because that was his sister, so he taught me. He really talked about her for a minute there when they would come back from fishing. I thought that was very cool. They didn't forget. That. Oh, also we saw Henry too. I forgot we saw Henry. He's really getting into this whole gardening thing and stuff. He's really getting into everything. So it's good to see him. But back to Nathan and them. So Nathan and Allie, again, father and daughter, trying to work things out. They're always kind of a little awkward also, but fun. And then we get to obviously Nathan and Elizabeth. So it seems to me it's only episode 2. I said with the preview notwithstanding, because the previews can make it look like anything, and nothing happens. Lucas returned at the end. That was kind of funny, but they're thinking, okay, let's go back inside. They're saying he's a jolly good fellow. It's for Nathan, but it wasn't for Nathan. It was for Lucas. Because I was like, where is Lucas? What's going on? Lucas is one of the leads of the show. I'm like, where's Lucas? Now the 3 of them will be in the same place at the same time in the same city. I know, and I haven't gone online to see reactions or anything because I didn't went. I'm scared to. I will be with open arms like I have every season. Team Elizabeth. I want to see how she navigates this because they slowly are kind of hinting at Nathan and her, and Lucas being back in town seems to have rattled her a little bit, but we don't know. That could just be your ex is back in town, that kind of thing. Who knows, right? So episode 3 and 4, so that will be, we'll see what happens there. But I just want to acknowledge out loud that for some people this might be a little triggering, a little PTSD, a little much for you. But we can walk through this together, our Hardys, walk through this together. I'm going to see what's going on. For one, I said I'm Team Elizabeth. I want to see what happens. Because it's a show, it's a drama. It's a drama about anything can happen, right? So we'll see how they handle this season. But we saw touches of that, and it was see, to me, my opinion, my reaction. I thought I have always felt that Elizabeth has chemistry with both men. I see it with both. I do. I see it with both. They're 2 different men, 2 different styles. I see it with both. So this will be interesting what they decide to do with her and them. We'll wait and see. Oh, I can almost see the comments already. I love it. Hey, you're not driving me away. I'm a Hardy for life, so I will definitely be watching next week and the week after that, the week after to see what happens, and I will weather. I have been through it all since season 1, so we will weather it together and see what happens. But I love all the actors, and I just love seeing them on screen. Like I said, it's felt like an ensemble show today episode. So some stuff has been set up. So they're setting things up. Storylines going. We also saw, even Ned, and it was part of a couple of stuff. So we saw Luminary Bites today. So that's good. It's a town. And of course, you know me, always watching behind the scenes. I saw more people of color in the background and the cast and the dancing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys for doing that. I'm James Lott Jr. special thanks to the administrators at the When Calls the Heart page on Facebook. I love you guys. Thank you very much. And everybody who's, or let's just say ladies, everybody who's there. And everybody, all of you. I love you all from all over the country, all over the world. I love doing the show. I love watching the show. I'll continue watching the show. And I'll be back next Monday. Talk to you next time.